Jefferson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at that Mavericks matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels and Towns make up the 2 forward spots. Edwards out there with Dillingham, and it's Hartenstein in at the center position. And the shot goes in. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Cuts off the pass. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Towns. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic so pretty, so fluid.
Pass to Pippen. On the take, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Seattle shooting their first foul shot of the night. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Seattle, and he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And they're on the run. Knocks it loose. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Hartenstein, 2 points. That one goes.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And that one is hammered home.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And Minnesota with possession here. Following the bucket by Seattle. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Dillingham. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Here's the prodigy. And a strong finish with two hands.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And this matchup with Seattle, it's their first meeting of the season.
I mean, every game against this team is so important. That's how it is in a divisional race.
Smith, he's checked in for McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Edwards. Fader on the way. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 15 points.
Hey, he's been efficient and effective. He's already hit 6 buckets out of 8 looks.
James inside. Oh, wow!
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Here's Dillingham. Last game he had 34 points. They set the pick. Down low. Smith left side. The jumper from the wing off target.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Minnesota has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Here's Edwards. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Ooh, 7 for 9 in the first quarter. He's on fire.
James attacking, and it's James with the jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Edwards, following the bucket by Seattle. Not going to go that time.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
James, and he makes it on the layup. Give him 8.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Dillingham. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 17. Clock at 6. Hartenstein with a screen on James. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
James passes to Pippen. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Dillingham. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Yep, that one goes. Dillingham's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Pippen, covered by Smith. Pippen, pass to James. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
That free throw, good from James. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
To the paint. Smith passes to Waters. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Minnesota shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And so he makes both from the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
To the inside. Oh! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Kispert on the wing. Puts up a three. Nails it from three. Defended by Kispert. Basket counts. He's got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Seattle out in front. They lead by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Seattle.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. They've got Dillingham. Jalen Smith is out there with Smith. Then it's Kispert, and it's Waters in at the small forward position.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. To the wing on the left. Defended by Kispert. Pass to Pippen. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Here's the prodigy. James outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
It's stolen by James. He goes up and slam dunked by James.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Dillingham. Check by James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Almost converts despite the contact.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening, so he gets them both. And it's Seattle with the ball. 6-point lead. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete, locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's James. Double team on James. No coverage that time. The prodigy's got 5 now.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter and is getting them to the free throw line.
James, left side. Over Dillingham. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
To the middle. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Dillingham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to the prodigy. Inside. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Down low. James with a steal. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Smith into the lane, and he banks in the layup. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's James. James double team. Here's the prodigy. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Wide open for 3. Smith got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back to the inside. Goes back up. James passes to the prodigy. Now here is James, tightly guarded. Pass to the prodigy. It's tipped.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Dillingham. 11 points in the game. That one drops for him.
Very clever how he creates space against a bigger defender.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Here's the prodigy. Now, here is James. 43 points last game out. Counted from distance. 13 points in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Looking now at some numbers for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Smith passes to Edwards. Back to Smith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. Guarded by Edwards. Out to the right wing. James against Van Vliet. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Now here's Towns. Not a lot of room. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. McDaniel's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a great setup by Towns. You love to see that vision from your big man.
Here's James. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Kispert's checked in for the Timberwolves. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Timberwolves trail by 7. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Pippen. We saw him with...
Oh my! Right there.
Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Guarded by Edwards. 1:24 left in the first half. Clock at 4. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Hardenstein, he's checked in for Kispert, and Dillingham subbed in for Van Vliet. 1:16 left in the half. Here's Dillingham. He's got 13. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. Dillingham's got 15 points. Seattle leading by 6. Oh, and the jam by James.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Dillingham. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Pippen. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 9th assist of the game now. 2-second difference between shot and game clock.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Edwards. Both good from the line that time.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Here's James. Blocked! And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Minnesota again missing. And so it's Seattle with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for stopping by. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for Seattle.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute.
Thanks for joining us. Time.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Seattle leading by 6. Here's Pippen.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Dillingham in at the 1 spot. Guarded by Edwards.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Timberwolves trail by 8. That's tipped. And they're pushing it up.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the 3rd. Towns on a screen. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Pass to the prodigy. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, my. He's got a little something special for us here, B.A.
Yeah, you know he does. And now they built the lead. This is when he breaks out the crazy moves. And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
McDaniels passes to Hartenstein. Edwards looking it over. Back to Daniels. Deflected! It's James on the wing.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Towns outside. To the inside. Oh, misses the dunk.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Yep, that one's good. 25 points in the game.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
To the middle. Here's Dillingham. The rebound by the prodigy.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling.
Oh,
look at that.
my goodness!
Good night.
Cocked it back and fired it home!
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Fade away. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Edwards has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Fires for 3. No good there. Now shooting 10 for 15 on the game. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to the Prodigy. He drops it from range. The Prodigy's got 13.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Towns for three. Sinks the tray.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's James. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. James has got 23.
Oh, what a mid-air adjustment. You know, he had to alter his release point, but didn't let it throw off the shot.
Outside Edwards. In transition. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And another three from Minnesota.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Pippen. Over McDaniels. 4 on the clock. To the left wing. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. He has 29 now.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
There's a screen. Down low. Here's Dillingham. James with the block. And he gets it back. Dillingham, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Outside Edwards. Shoots from the line. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Pass to Hartenstein. And he gets it to go. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
James with the ball. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. James has got 10 points in just the second half.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Going inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Dillingham. Check by James.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Edwards with it. He's got 27. Takes it inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Smith comes in for Hartenstein, and it's Smith in for Towns. James deciding where to go with it. Lets it fly. Right over the D. Give him 35.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Right side, Edwards. Oh, they get a hand on it. For three, Smith gets the three to fall. Smith's got 7.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And so it's Seattle, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Van Vliet. Kispert outside. Fires from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And for Minnesota, Smith out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Kispert, then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Van Vliet in it to 1.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Hey, it's James slamming it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. To the paint. Here's Kispert. And he slams it in one-handed.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to the prodigy. Shot clock at 6. Double team on James. Here's Pippen. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Towns passes to Smith. Now Kispert. Towns, right side. Fades and shoots. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, the jumper, a major weapon. Towns maintains good form in the face of heavy pressure.
Here's James. Pass to Pippen. Lets the three fly. Driving in. Defended by Kispert. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Timberwolves trail by 18. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Towns, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players' union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Kispert outside. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from 11. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Here's Pippen. McDaniels covering. Pippen, pass to the prodigy. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
James against Van Vliet. Lets it go from 14. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Towns. Nails the baby hook.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
James against Van Vliet. James passes to the prodigy. Lets it go from 11. And it falls all over the rim and in. He's got 19. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Minnesota, trailing by 17. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans. And it motivates him to always... Whoa!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And Edwards, here we go. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Pass to the prodigy. Back to James. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Tipped! And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. He got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Pass to Waiters, 5 to shoot. Sends it home from 3-point land.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
And Minnesota making a change here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Smith. Towns comes in for Smith. Edwards, he's checked in for Kispert. And Gillingham subbed in for Van Vliet. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And that one's good. Waters. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Van Vliet against James. Here's the prodigy. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Kispert from downtown. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Well, Freddie Van Vliet runs an offense the way it's supposed to be run. Pretty pass there.
Here's Pippen. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Brown against James. Now Brown. So we see Seattle get the win here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too.